Hello, my name is Bridgeman, and I'll be giving you a brief guide through the 100% out of bounds route through the messenger. I tried to make it short, but yeah, it's a long run. I'll be showing off the route and which clips and out of bounds you can use. Anyway, let's get going with it. Okay, so there's nothing special in Autumn Hills, but in Fallout you might as well just grab this for extra cash. So this is the first clip you could do in the run, but I would not recommend doing this as it barely saves time and it's pretty difficult because this is a backwards clip and it's pretty hard to get. Just go the usual way. So this is the first seal you're gonna get. We're skipping the rest of this catacombs with the catacomb skip. You would do a normal any %, but it's just worth getting this one before this. So after that, just backtrack a bit and do the catacombs clip from here. And you do the usual stuff. Go through all of this, and when you're at the end, you wanna hold left as quick as you can once the screen goes crazy. So starting from this point, I'm counting my jumps and counting up till 10. So this should be a 10, and now I stop jumping, and once the screen goes crazy I hold left as quick as I can. And there we go, Bamboo Creek. So the first clip you can do in Bamboo Creek is not much faster, but you get a ton of money on the way, so it's really worth doing in my opinion. So you want to do jump right here. It's not an easy one, but yeah. Just hold right and it lines you up perfectly to use the blue ball basically. Make sure to not fall here and just climb it up. You enter Fallen Temple from the backside, but you can't really do anything here, so just back out again. But that puts you halfway through Bamboo Creek already, and it puts you out in a really good spot since there's another crystal right here. So next clip is gonna be a clip on the same wall where you do a setup on the same wall. So just line up your hand like right at this black spot in the wall. And you want to do only a one tile jump, so you end up in this. Otherwise you end up on that side. It's not too bad, but this is faster. So just do a one tile jump and you can just go up here. So this is our second seal we'll grab. I'll show off a quick way to do this. If you don't get like all the jumps perfectly, or at least kind of perfectly, just play it patiently and it's always better. It's really bad to die here. Yeah, you want to do a jump and just barely hit those and you make it through easily. Make sure to also grab this crystal, as pretty much every crystal you collect saves you 10 seconds farming in the end. So on Holding Grotto you will definitely have enough money to buy both aerobatics and current master, and you can also buy the first health upgrade, because why not? There's also a crystal down here, make sure to grab that one. So in this room you have 3 attempts for a clip to save a cycle on those saw blades, so try to go for that. If you take more than 3 times though, you wanna just go the normal way and still make the normal cycle pretty much. Alright, don't forget to drop the first swamp here to grab the seashell. And right after that there's the next seal, so you can grab that on your way. Alright, here's a minor clip you can do. I like to do it though. I don't think it's too bad, so yeah, you can skip a bit of movement there. So on Searing Cracks you can do a clip right here. It's not much faster, but it's really cool if you get it. Like that. What you want to do is you wanna do a short jump, do a clip, and then right after that use the rope dart. It's not that easy, but it's fun to go for in runs. You don't have to, you just skip this room, so you don't really have to do that. Alright, so this clip is really important as you skip pretty much a whole side quest. It's not that hard though, the setup is pretty good. So the first, that's probably the hardest thing. You want to clip right here. You can either do a jump from here, and I think that's a pretty good setup for it. Or you can also do it like this. And basically do it, like do an aerial attack and do it out of this. I have more troubles doing that. But yeah, do whatever you prefer. Yeah. Okay, once you're inside the wall, you want to go to the left side. So just go all the way to the left and press jump. And once you hit the top, you want to hit the rope dart button. So press jump and rope dart at the same time once you're at the very top. And you end up here. What you want to do now, go to the right and jump. So you stick to the wall, which you usually wouldn't stick to. And after that there's a pretty good setup. You want to just, like, you see where the screen turns to black? You want to pretty much line up the black line once the black screen starts with the wristband of the ninja. And if you do that, just hold left and do a jump, a full jump, and you'll end up here. And that's the whole trick. You want to, you want to practice that because it's a really important one. And then just collect the note, even though you can't see it. It's there and you can collect it. Alright, right here's the next seal, so make sure to grab this. So the only thing you really want to do in Glacial, you can grab this one, but even that barely saves time, and it's about even with just farming later. I just like to do it to skip a bit of farming. Otherwise Glacial is completely normal. So on Tower of Time, this is the first thing you want to do. There might be a better way to route this, since I'm just gonna grab it and backtrack all the way. There might be something better involving a death abuse, but this is what I use right now. There might be something better in the future though. And after you come back here, you can do a rope dart clip here. You want to slowly start mashing once you're on this. And once you're inside the wall, you want to mash the hell out of it and you'll end up here. So after that, just go to the left. You hit the save, as you see in the middle of the screen. And you can just go back to the title screen. You can also die, but I prefer going to the title screen since you start with full HP. So this is the second seal in the Tower of Time. Just be careful on your way back. It's easy to get hit by those spikes. And you want to have full HP basically for the laser skip that's coming up right after this. So just jump through the lasers. Oh, I have damages. Wait, just let me show you that again. Wait a second. Yeah, like that. Just jump through all of this. So once you're here, just do a rope dart clip again. This time without a crusher, so it's a bit easier. And now, because we skipped a seal doing that, you want to backtrack. Make sure to grab the save so you can death warp after it. Alright, so once you're here, you just do the normal any % ending or finish of the Tower of Time by using a same wall clip here, which I can't do right now. The important thing about these same wall clips is you wanna basically have a good setup for it, like on this particular one right here. I'm looking at the hand again. And then you wanna... Oh wait, I have... Okay. That's why it didn't work. I had something on the trainer. Okay, so you want to press jump and the direction on the same time, basically. And if you would actually get it, it looks like this. Yeah, right. Okay, just go to the left, you're loading this screen, and do a normal regular clip on this single block right there. Saving again, back to the title screen, and you're basically done with Tower of Time. Alright, first clip in Clout Ruins is right here. It's not that bad, it's just a normal clip. Okay, just jump and hold to the right until you start falling down or gliding down. And once you don't see the save anymore, you can use the rope dart. If you miss the first time, just mash the rope dart, basically jump up, climb the wall, and just keep holding right and jump until you see that you're saving the game. Then just go back to the title screen. In any percent you wouldn't do that. You could just keep going, but for 100% you want to grab a seal here, which is barely a time save, but it's fast, a bit faster to grab it here, and mostly it's easier. So just grab that on your way down, and it takes a while, but once you collected the seal, just jump a few times and hold to the left, and then the screen fixes itself. Alright, next seal is right here, don't forget to grab it. I got hit, but that doesn't really matter. So after the final dragon chase or Manfred chase sequence, you can do a clip right up here. Yeah, so you basically just save the time of that saves you the money. You can grab the seal, you don't have to though. I tend to grab it later, as you have to get to the spot later again to farm for money. It's not worth it to skip this. But it saves you getting a bit of money here, so you do that. Alright, so in the Underworld, you can start off by using a rope dart clip right here, and right after this you can do a pretty nice same wall clip right here. Just hold right, jump, like always pretty much, and you'll fix the camera by going here. And you're not supposed to be in this time here. Make sure to break the blocks. And you can even collect this one. Takes a while to fall down again, but just hold right, grab the wall, climb it up, and use the fireballs to get out. It's pretty neat. Alright, on this screen you need to wait for the lava to go down. There might be a better way to collect this seal, but I haven't found it, if there is any. Alright, we've reached the Metroidvania part now, and a few of the things I'm gonna do, you can do in either order, but I'll just show which order I'm using, and maybe you can figure out if you want to do something in a different order. Well, the first thing I'm gonna do is go to Autumn Hills and collect the seed in Ninja Village, because that's a tedious part, so you have to go through the Ninja Village at least twice on the run. And so on. While we're on our way there, we can also grab the note here. Just do a simple clip down there, and you can grab the notes without doing any of the extra stuff. So the next thing that's on our way is right here, over the first shop in the game pretty much. It's pretty easy to die here though, pay attention. Alright, first things first, go back to the complete beginning and grab the seal in 16-bit that's right above the beginning of the game pretty much. Alright, the second part, I'm going into the grotto portal, and I'm gonna make my way into Sunken. Alright, there's a really neat clip into Sunken. It's not that easy, but it's really worth learning. The weirdest part is clipping into the wall right here. It's pretty weird. Some people do it differently. The way I do it is I pretty much jump against the wall, but I also start using the rope dart. And once I see I clip into it, I stop mashing jump and only keep mashing rope dart, and also letting go of direction. So I'm holding, I have an input display, so maybe you want to look at that. So I'm doing like rope darts. Yeah, I clipped into. I'm using rope dart and jump and hold left, and once I've clipped, I only mash rope dart. Then you will enter a free fall pretty much, and you want to wait like a second. And yeah, I'm just gonna show the outer bounds. I'm using a trainer to show the outer bounds. So I clip in, want to wait a bit, and then want to start the glide. Optimally, you enter the zone right away. You're not using the rope dart, so optimally you just go into the water there. If you do it too early, and you will end up here. By the way, you won't see any of this, so just try your timing and try to glide up there into the water. If you end up on the lower part, you will just jump up while gliding and holding left and jump. If you end up here, you will jump up here, and then you will notice if you keep just mashing jump, you will do jumps. And once you're on top of here, you want to listen to the jumps. Maybe you want to lower the music for that if you want to be really safe. So you listen for the jumps, and then you just hold right. And once you don't jump anymore, you just hold to the left. And eventually you will make it into the sunken. I'm just gonna show it off once more. Let me just go back using the trainer as well, and I'll just show it off how it would look. Okay, in this case I notice I'm on top. So I start gliding too early. And now I just listen for the jump. And I'm in there. So sunken is a pretty interesting area. The first thing you want to do is pretty standard though. You just want to grab the tabbies and the seal that's on the way. The only thing you can do is doing a clip right here, which I almost got. Yeah, so like that. And then you're just normally gonna make your way to the tabbies and collecting the seal that's on the way. Yeah, just to show it off, it's this seal right here. You don't have to do that clip there, but it doesn't even matter at all, by the way. Yeah, you just wanna grab this. I like to showcase a bit of the movement for the seals, since they are not so usual in other categories. Figured that might be a good idea. Anyways, just grab the tabbies and make your way to the moon side, so to the right side in this case. So the next seal you want to grab is right here. Just make sure to not miss it. So on this screen there's an optional clip you can do, you don't have to do that, but it's a bit faster and you get a bit of money out of that if you just jump up here. It's pretty nice to do though. So, and in that case you can grab the crystal here, otherwise you wouldn't grab this, as it would not save time. It wouldn't be worthwhile otherwise. And in this case you're also in the correct time here already, so you don't have to grab the time portal. So grab the moon seal, or whatever it's called, moon crest, and now you basically do a backwards clip like you wouldn't do in any percent. Line yourself up right here. I'm looking at the sword of the ninja or the katana or whatever, and line it up with the like tip of kind of the diamond shaped form on the window, and that usually gives you a good way where you can easily jump into this. Alright, there we go. So after that just grab the sun crest and you can safely get the note now. So make your way on the sun side to this point. Make sure to turn it into 60-bit, otherwise the game will crash on the next loading zone. This is an optional clip, you don't have to do it. Just rope dart through this. This is easy. And grab the seal. And right after the seal we have a really nice outer bounce. You can clip with a normal clip right on this ceiling. Just hold right and jump, and you'll make it safely out of sunken. The loading zone is really conveniently placed right here. So that's sunken. So there's a really neat enemy warp here. There's a good setup for it. Basically you want to stay here, or you want to line yourself up here and press sword and immediately after rope dart, and it looks like this. And you warp to that enemy. I'm not going to explain how that works right now, but it works. Alright, stay in 8-bit, make your way back through the grotto, and you can grab this. We could have grabbed this earlier, but it's just easier to do it now, since you have more HP. Well, that was nice. That's not how it's supposed to look. But yeah, you have more HP and the rope dart now. Let me try that again. You can do like 1 damage boost and it's fine, since you have so many HP now. I'm having infinite health right now, so don't. I'm messing around with the trainer a bit. Don't expect something weird here. Alright, just grab that and make your way even further back out of the grotto, basically. Alright, we need to save the Fubikins, so make yourself to this point, and you can slash this block by just grabbing onto the wall. Then, yeah, then you want to hold left, attack, and immediately jump off, and you will hit the block. So you can like ignore this whole area. Just jump up here, and you're pretty much already at Claustro, at the bamboo boy. Alright, go down here again, get the crystal, turn into 16-bit. That's really important. On your way back through 16-bit bamboo, you can do some minor clips like this one. Yeah, if it takes you this long time, you shouldn't do it. But yeah, you can do it like that. Okay, next seal is right here under the big elevator. I always like to grab the save here, since it's really easy to die here. But you don't have to. So grab the save, and you can get the next seal here. The thing where you want to time it, you want to punch these and then throw a shuriken at these. But you want to time it so you can pass through it. So look on the platform above me, and when it goes back, you want to start punching these and then immediately throw a shuriken like this. And you can make your way easily through this. Grab the seal, and then we have some really tricky out of bounds movement. You don't have to do that, otherwise you would just backtrack pretty much, but it's pretty neat. You can enter the catacombs in this way, but it's completely out of bounds. And once you would die once you have grabbed the save, you can just go the normal way. So just attempt it once in the run, and yeah, it's pretty precise movement though. But well, the first time 2C did it, he just mashed jump and rope dart and he got it. So maybe there's a better strat, but I'm gonna show what I do. So I clip up. I'm gonna show it once before I do it. Yeah, so what happens, you're on this, and then you just keep jumping until you hit the water. Then jump once again and hold the tabbies, so you walk on the water. Just keep holding on to the water and you make it to this part. Then you do one full jump to the left. What's really interesting about this is these spikes, for some reason, are not loaded. So you will just stand here. I just did it with a trainer, but if you're out of bounds, these are not loaded. So yeah, I'm just gonna do it again. So you're jumping. Oh, water? Okay, hold tabbies. Now you hear water again. So you do a full jump, hold left, and then you hold down to drop, and do a full jump and a bit to the left. You wanna jump on this, because this is the difficult part. And then you wanna, once you know you're standing here, do a full jump, and you're basically over it. Just keep mashing. And once you know you're stuck here, hold down, and you can enter the grotto here. I'm gonna do it once again, just to show it off how it would look blindfolded. Alright, so I'm gonna try to explain it during when I do it. That's gonna be difficult though, since I need to hear it. I'm gonna try it though. Alright, keep jumping, keep jumping. Water, hold tubbies. Water again, okay, do a full jump. Press down to drop. Do a full jump and a bit to the left now. I should be standing right now. So I'm gonna do a full jump. And yeah, I'm above the big hole pretty much. Now I notice I'm stuck in the corner, so drop down and just hold to the left and I'm gonna enter the catacombs. Okay, next really interesting part right here is I'm not doing this currently, but it would be faster. Yeah, you can fight. You still need to fight Roxy now, since we haven't done that before. I switched to 8-bit here, but just to show it off, I'm going to do it in 16 here, and I'm going to fail at it, because you can fight Roxy in 16-bit, and the thing about that is, yeah, he's completely invisible. He's not supposed to be here. So I'm just trying to do it. He has the usual pattern, which I'm not that familiar with. But yeah, it's faster just to kill him here. You can remember that you have the rope dart here. That might help. I don't have his pattern memorized, so yeah, I don't know. It's completely normal fight though. The only thing, you don't see anything. But yeah, otherwise just fight him in 8-bit, and you can do the fight normally. And otherwise, if you would do this in 8-bit, you want to go back and turn it to 16-bit now. Always remember to talk to this. You'll need this. I lost a run to this, so yeah, backtracking here later in the run is not an option. Make sure to talk to him here during 16-bit. Alright, next seal is right here. So you just do the room normally. You can take a damage boost through the yellow things here. Pretty normal. Alright, in this room you can also do a clip. Save a bit of time. And the next seal is right up here. You can just do that normally, but there's also a clip you could do in here. I don't like to do it. Well, just you didn't see that, right? Okay, so you can do a backwards clip right here, like that. I usually don't like to do it. It saves really little time and it's difficult. But yeah, you can do that. In this room you can do just a rope dart clip. Just make sure to have enough health, as you gonna damage boost through spikes this way. Alright, make your way to the dark caves, but I'm not gonna explain the dark caves now. There are other tutorials for that, because you have to go really in depth. The way I learned it is I opened up a map of this and pretty much learned it that way. Alright, once you're at Rivery, the first seal is right away here. I like to drop down really slowly so the sparkles line up better. Alright, in the very next screen we already have our first clip here. Just clip up here and hold to the right, so you land inside the wall kinda. And once you clipped into do another regular jump, and then you can just walk to the left. You can keep jumping, keep holding to the left, and eventually you will see the screen scrolling. You can drop faster if you want to. I'd like to drop down a bit faster so I can do another rope dart here. And now you're in the wrong time, which is pretty interesting. Yeah, that's pretty nice to getting the next seal. Pay attention on those fairies, as you don't want to hit them in this time. So otherwise they... can I show it off? Yeah, they would spawn spikes, so you don't hit them. Grab the save here, and pay attention that you have more than 3 HP on this point, and then you can just do a clip here, skipping that time zone and getting the seal at the same time, which is pretty nice. And now you're on the correct time again, so proceed as you would not normally would. Make sure to not forget about this seal, and make your way up. And on this boss we have our first instance of a dash, which is death abuse in the shop hub. So it's called dash, kinda. And you can either do it, you can do a backwards clip on this, which is way more difficult. I like to use it, but I also like to fail it, so you don't need to do that. Yeah, and inside the wall just duck and you'll die, and that's not quite intended, and you'll load the game, but it's loaded very wrong. I'm not gonna explain it too much, but yeah, the boss is here. Pay attention that the bridge isn't there, so jump over this gap. Yeah, the boss cutscene doesn't start, but you can still kill it. I'm not gonna show off the other way to dash later, I suppose, yeah. Just kill the boss, and after the cutscene just hold left or right to die after the boss cutscene. Now actually I'm gonna show off the other way to dash, like right now. After this cutscene is over, I'm gonna spawn back here. This game is still loaded wrong, so like two musics play at the same time now. It's basically a remix. Yeah, don't worry about it. It fixed itself on the next loading zone. So the other way you can dash is by using a rope dart clip here, and inside the wall just hold down and you immediately die. That pretty much goes for all other bounds, so pay attention to not do that on other ones. The next place I want to go is, yeah, it's the grotto again, so we're gonna go to the grotto again. So this is a really weird weird seal, kind of rooted in, but there's not really a better way to do it. The only way you want to do it, you want to do a death abuse later. Pretty much that's the only way to pretty much root it in efficiently. So yeah, turn into 8-bit and make your way through the grotto like normally. But now just pay attention that you don't grab this save. Carefully jump over this. On the very top, just grab the 16-bit area and go down, not grab the save again. And you don't want to die here yet, so you can play this room safe. Otherwise there's a quick method to do it. You just basically rush through it. It's not too difficult, but dying here just wastes a ton of time. But then you want to grab the seal and basically immediately die after. So if you're low on HP, just go into the spikes, otherwise you can just go here, die, and you're all the way back where you last saved. You can also skip this save with a pre-precise jump like that. You can try to, it saves like a second in the long run. You can just go for it and try it. Other than you wouldn't have to switch back to 16-bit here. You would still be in 16-bit. Okay, next. Seal is right here. I think that's a one of the most difficult seals in the game. I'm gonna try to do the fast variant though. Nice. Okay, let's do that again. You can usually pretty simply glide under that. That's usually not the problem. I like to make my way back also through this gauntlet. You could also go through all of this. It's a bit longer though. Now the cycles are kind of messed up right now, but oh well. Yeah. If you have enough HP to do the damage boost, you can... well, nice. You can climb up here, otherwise just go on the left side. And we're gonna make our way to Quilch. Alright, you want to take the upper path and immediately switch back to 16-bit. Make your way down here, and there's another seal. You don't want to clip in here at all. You can theoretically clip through this, but you immediately die, so you don't want to do that. Just do the room like normally, like intended. grab the seal and immediately backtrack and turn back into 8-bit. Once you reach this place, you want to go and use the fairies to go up here. That was close. One pretty neat thing is, once you reach this screen, immediately duck and throw a shuriken. And you can hit that. It's pretty neat. Alright, now just make your way to the Queen of Quills again. Right after that, continue onto Syrian Cracks and turn yourself into 16-bit again. We just want to grab one seal here, but it's really awkward to root in otherwise. Okay, the only thing you want to grab here is right on this screen, and you can skip this gauntlet just by rope dart clipping up here. Alright, once you've grabbed the seal, make yourself to the next shop so you can warp out of here again, because we're done with this area. We're visiting Syrian Cracks later again though. So up next we're gonna go to Glacial and make ourselves to Manfred or the Elemental Scarlands. On your way back you can grab this seal. Do the regular 8-bit, 16-bit shenanigans to free Manfred, and we're starting Elemental Skylands now. Once you're in Elemental Skylands, you can do a clip right here. Even though you can see the corner, you can just do a normal clip right here. Jump inside the wall, jump out, and make your way to the first seal. You want to do it something kind of like me, and then it's really easy. If you get like the Clout step from the enemy. In the water section you can do a clip to the seal from the first room, but you want to turn it into 16-bit before that. Alright, you can do it from this platform. It's a bit difficult, but since you have to jump off of the moving platform. Out of bounds, just hold right and jump, and you enter this room, and you can just get the seal here. Once you have that, just go further to the right side. And if you see a save point, you can enter that save point by going up. You can also leave to the title screen, but you can just enter the save point since it's a shop. That's faster. You don't do any clips in the fireside, so you can grab this seal. If from this one, the last one, you jump up really high, you can make that jump. Maybe I can show it off next time. Otherwise you can just wait for the last one. Yeah, like that you can just skip the final one. It's a bit tight, but it's worthwhile. And then continue on as normally. You don't do any clips here. Climb down Glacial once you're done with Scarlands, and you can grab this one on your way down. And even further down you can go to all the way to the left here. So in Syrian Cracks you have to do some switcheroo through 8-bit and 16-bit to get the flowers and place the seed and all that stuff. I'll just show you that in fast forward. Once you grabbed all the flowers, you can just go through this and get the next seal. The way I do it, I just go into the room and hold left and basically just glide, and you will hit the third one. That always works. I'll just show it off again because I had problems with this. And just glide and yeah, just slash and it works. Next up is the Underworld. Grab the full beacon on the way. The first seal you can grab right in this room. So make yourself the way up here. And since we grabbed all the other seals already, with some neat out of bounds, we can just go straight to the node. And there's a small little outer bounds right here, and yeah, you jump up here, and then you wanna jump like to the left here, and you land somewhere up here, and then you just jump up the wall, the left wall. So jump up, jump to the right, jump on the left wall, climb up only a tiny bit. You only need to climb up a tiny bit. You can't climb too far, it's no pressure. And then just walk to the right. The next visit is Autumn Hills again, so you just go all the way back to Ninja Village again. It's basically the same old stuff. So once you're here, just talk to the headmaster here and go all the way back to the shop and warp again. That's the only reason we came here. Next stop is gonna be Clout Ruins, so go into Glacial, talk to Rookstein stuff, and warp to the Clout Ruins. Once you're in Clout Ruins, make sure to grab this crystal, and after that you can do a clip right here. Only saves a bit of time, otherwise just go the normal way. Once you reach this place, you can decide if you really want to go for this or not. This is like a small series of clips, and it saves like 20 seconds if you do it correctly, or maybe maximum of 30 seconds if you do it perfectly. So the first thing you do is you jump up here and basically do the one we did in our first visit in Clout Ruins. Use the rope dart once you don't see the save anymore, and you will hear a save point, but this time you don't need to exit out. We're just gonna continue as normally. Yeah, you can just glide or fall down or whatever here, just hold right and you'll enter this area. Now, because we're in the wrong time now, the only way to fix this is by using a dash, because that's another thing the dash does. It always puts you in 16-bit. So you can like do either form of the dash, either do rope darts or do the backwards clip, whatever you prefer. Alright, and then it puts you back into 16-bit. Everything is still loaded wrong, and we have to fix it at some point, but we're just gonna go to the next save, since actually it saves a bit of time here by not spawning all these crushers that would normally be here. And on the next save, we're just gonna go back to the title screen and basically fix the game. And we need to do that, otherwise the time portal wouldn't be here, so we can actually grab this one. Now the real fun begins. Make your way to the end of Clout Ruins, grab Aggro on the way, the last Firbican we need, and then you want to grind. And until you can buy every item, but you can keep in mind that you, after you finish grinding, you will still get like 350 shards, so you can account that in. But otherwise, just keep grinding until you can buy everything. Okay, this is gonna be pretty much the last section of the game. We're gonna go one more time through Autumn Hills, but through the other side, and we're gonna enter Forlorn and complete it. So yeah, this time you wanna go the upper path and go to the right. Okay, so here's one seal we skipped earlier, but it's just faster to get now since we can do a damage boost like this. Just mash Wingsuit after that and you'll make it over. Just make your way through Forlorn, but we have to go back. We just have to turn it to 8-bit here, because there's no other way to do that in Autumn Hills. So yeah, we just want to go back and skip all the saves up until this point. Also don't grab that save down there. And yeah, there's just no better way to route this in. We can get this early. We could just get this one earlier in the run, but sadly we don't have any way to downstab or attack these blocks somehow. So yeah, we have to backtrack all the way here. And once you grab this, just die afterwards and you will be back at the Forlorn entrance. So turn yourself into 16-bit again, grab this crystal once more, and we're gonna head into the gauntlet, which is Forlorn. So Forlorn is basically clip central. We clip everywhere here. First one is rope that clip right here, and I'm gonna show off the out of bounds movement once more. So yeah, we roped our clip into here. Usually you enter on this side, sometimes on the other one. But I just do the movement always the same. I always climb up this wall. Right side. Once you're at the top, go to the left side. Yeah, you might as well click down. Nothing is loaded here, just keep that in mind, and everything is off screen. Then you drop down here, and you might want to jump over that, and you will walk through this door. I'll just show it off, how it would look in a run. Alright, so we're back here, and the only reason we need to do all that movement is to fix the camera. So climbing up right wall, going to the left, dropping down, going to the right, eventually jumping a few times, and now you're here. So now we actually have to open the door, even though we just walked through it. And I also always grab the crystal, because why not? Usually need the money on the spot. You could just take the rocket to the left side, or you can do a pretty easy clip here. So yeah, usually you don't need the save, so you can just continue. And yeah, already the next clip. Yeah, you do a clip on the same wall right there. I'm just gonna do it again. Yeah, line yourself up with a wall and clip through. Now just drop down. Everything looks weird because you're on the wrong time here, but it's a pretty nice route. I like Fall On. And already the next clip in this room. Optimally you want to do a one tile jump here, but it doesn't really matter too much. Platforms can be kind of annoying, but yeah. Oh, and you want to hold to the right once you're inside the wall. I just didn't do that. So that's what happens if you do a one tile. Otherwise you're just gonna end up on the next room, but the camera follows you, so it's not really that big of a deal. So yeah, just skip that one door and make your way to the next seal. And you can do another clip right here to skip the rest of this secret. Alright, in the next room, this is a pretty interesting and can be a pretty annoying clip, since you don't want to hit this time portal. You want to clip on this corner right here. And after that there's only a bit of out of bounds movement. It's easy though. Climb up the right wall and then do a jump to the left side, and you will hit a save, which you can enter. So to fix the camera, just enter that and you will be here. You can skip a bit of the rocket section by either doing a clip here, like this one has to be a backwards clip. If you don't like backwards clips, you can just take one more rocket and clip through here. If you don't like clipping in general, just take one more rocket and skip the clipping basically. Yes, so the last seal of the game, and we're just gonna clip into it. The problem with that is you're basically stuck here, so we have to clip one more time, and we want to combine that with a death abuse right after that, since we skipped all the saves on our way. So clip through. Oh, that was bad. Clip through and you should land on top of the spikes and kill yourself like that. And otherwise there's only two more clips in here to skip the rest of the area normally. First one is right here, and the second one right after that. Oh, I got it first try. Yeah, just do a normal clip on top of the save point here, and after that just hold right and jump, and you will exit out of Fall On. But you have to enter again to defeat the boss. After you beat the boss, the Demon King, you can grab the Windmill Shuriken. Or hopefully you can. Hopefully you didn't miss anything. And after that, buy all the items you're still missing. Otherwise, if you're still missing anything, you shouldn't miss a lot of gems, and you should be able to grab them before the final boss. Oh yeah, first of all, we still have to finish off the Abyss, so that's gonna be the last thing before the final area. So Abyss also has a bit of other bounds to make it more interesting. Yeah, just line yourself up like this. Just use a rope dart or line yourself your feet up. It's fine, and you can do the same wall clip here. This is not too difficult, but this is only worth it if you want to also do the next clip, which is going to be a backwards clip. So what you have to do is you have to do a backwards clip right here. So face to the left, do a jump, and after you're inside the wall, hold to the right, like that, and you will end up inside the wall. Just jump out of it, and you're basically at the very end of the Abyss. And for the final area, we also have the most difficult trick in the game, and there's a easier way to do it or a harder way to do it. The harder way is by doing this in 8-bit, and you would clip right here through the ceiling and just go through the left end. I'm gonna show off the easier method, 16-bit method, but basically they are the same, but on 16-bit you have more one more visual cue to work around with, because this is gonna be a long out of bounds movement. But first of all, we're just gonna walk all the way to the right. In 8-bit, you always will see this screen, but in 16-bit, there will be a part where we drop down. Yeah, right here. You want to fall down all the way. Make sure to do that, otherwise the visual cue won't be there. Okay, now I've reached the spot. And now I'm still out of bounds, but I need to go back inbounds, and I have to do a clip to do that. So in 16-bit you can use this screen, which I can scroll while going up and down a wall. And so I wanna scroll it like this, so I just barely don't see the upper yellow part pretty much of the, yeah, like this. And then what I do, I think I'm the only one to do that, I use the music for my inputs. First of all, I'm gonna show you how it looks, how the clip actually works. It looks like this. And I'm gonna use the music beat. First of all, I need my visual cue back, which is right here. And you also want to pay attention that this clip you're doing is not a one tile. You want to hold the jump button. I'm pressing the buttons I need to for the clip is the jump button, and on the second input I'm pressing jump and right at the same time, and I do it like jump right. And I probably didn't get it. No. It's hard to explain. You probably want to figure out a setup your way, but the visual setup is really good. Doing that. Jump right. Yeah, I'm using the visual music cue also to line up the clip, but it's pretty hard to explain for me. Yeah, okay, once you would actually get the clip, you'll notice that you're not sticking to a wall anymore, and once you've done that, you need to drop down, like it looks like this. Right here you will notice, oh, I'm not jumping on a wall anymore, and once you actually jump again on a wall, you just press down to drop down there. Go to the right, you see the saving point, and yeah, enter the saving shop, and everything's fixed again. In 8-bit you would still save a bit of time by being in the wrong time, which is good in this case, but I would just recommend doing this in 16-bit because of the visual cue you have for the for the clip. Yeah, and after that just continue on to the end and you're done with the category. That's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I know I'm not the best in explaining stuff, but there you go. Have fun.